Like for you, do you expect a woman to pursue you or do you want that?
Yeah. I look good.
Hey y'all, welcome to the very first episode of the Side of Kimchi Podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth, and on this show, I take a bite of kimchi with my guests, and we just talk about things that we go through in this generation, like dating, faith, careers, mental health, all that good stuff. And I'm so excited to welcome my very first guest, and I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello, how you doing? I'm Josh from Nouveau Riche.
So thank you for being here.
Of course.
But before we get into it, we're going to take a bite of kimchi. Have you ever had kimchi before?
No, not that I can recall. Not that I can recall.
Okay, so basically, just to give some background information on kimchi, it's a staple in Korea, right? So if you don't know what kimchi is, you've been living under a rock. But do you know how to use chopsticks?
There we go.
Yeah, all right.
Hand motion first.
Okay, let's get into it. I hope you like it. We gonna be here forever.
Hold on.
Josh.
Shit. Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You wouldn't eat it again. You usually eat it with rice.
It tastes like green beans, but
Green
a
beans?
little bit, yeah.
Okay, never heard that before, but
Like it has that
so do you like it or
cabbage
not?
type of.
It is cabbage.
Oh, that is cabbage.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't eat it again.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. I appreciate the honesty.
I don't know. Maybe if you sneak it in something, maybe in like
like a bowl.
Hibachi.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So
Wow.
we've known each other since middle school. Well, I mean, we went to the same daycare, but we don't remember that, so I'm not going to count it. But so I've known you for a really long time now.
Right.
And, every time we link up, we always bring each other up to speed
For sure.
on our lives, and that includes dating. And so I thought you were the perfect person to talk about this topic with because,
Right.
like I said, I've known you for a long time. I know the different experiences that you've been through when it comes to dating and, and I feel like you've grown a lot in this area, right?
Right.
So let's talk about like the dating scene, okay? I feel like I have this talk with my girlfriends a lot. Like we all know like dating is hard out here. And like I feel like on social media you hear like all the frustrations that like women express about it, right? But I don't think I've ever gotten a man's perspective on it when it comes to the dating scene, okay? Like,
Right.
So how do you personally feel about it? Not even just from a man's perspective, but just from your own perspective. How do you feel about the dating scene?
Man, I think it's rough out here.
Okay, so you think it's rough.
It's interesting, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of confusion as far as the dating scene nowadays. Like, you don't know.
Like, what makes it rough for you?
Man, I don't know. What do you consider dating?
Okay, so like for me, I would say like the hardest part when it comes to dating is just meeting people, right? Because
Okay,
I don't go out to bars or clubs for
Okay.
real, so it's like, where am I supposed to meet people? I don't be out like that. Like, and if I do go out, I'm at restaurants with friends or I'm doing like activities like pottery. I'm not gonna probably meet my man at a pottery class.
But in that sense, I think I can definitely piggyback off that. I think that's a problem for me too.
Okay.
Like I don't think I have a problem with approaching women, but
Okay.
The setting I think matters. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays it seems like, women don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, man. I think it just depends where we at. I think that time and place is everything.
Yeah. So like you said you don't have any trouble approaching women. So when you're in like scenes, different places or whatever, and you see a woman that you're interested in, you like approach them?
Not initially, but
So what do you mean not initially?
if warranted,
Warranted? What does that mean?
I got this thing that gotta happen.
Is it the eye contact?
It's a little more than eye contact, but it's like I got this thing that need to happen twice.
Well, tell me so I can do this thing to a guy if I'm interested in him.
You just gotta double back. Like if you're in a grocery store or something like that, you know what I mean? You never know with somebody, you know what I mean? So boom, the eye contact come first.
Okay.
And then I might see you on buying bacon or something. You know what I mean? Buying bacon or something.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. But then if I catch you, buying some fruit or some salad shit, it's like, all right, this is my second time seeing you in the grocery store. This must mean something. I might gotta pull up on it.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Right.
Because the first time might just be a coincidence, just like the notice. Like that.
Okay. Okay.
She look good. Eye contact. You got a little smile. You know what I'm saying? Then the second time, be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so walk me through it. How would you approach her?
Damn, too much free game. Hear me? Come on now, we boy.
What are you
doing? I just saying.
Okay, but do you be like, hey, how you doing? Because look, this is why I'm asking you, is because I feel like I've talked to a lot of men, right?
Yeah.
And then they said that they don't approach women because they don't want to come off as like a creep. And like you said, they say the same thing. They feel like women don't want to be bothered,
That's
right?
What I said. Time and place. Time and place.
And some are afraid of rejection. Are you afraid of that?
Not anymore. I used to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
But that was, I mean, that's not with women. That was kind of with everything, like in life,
right?
Rejection. But
right.
I got over that in high school.
All right, so like you just say like, hey, how you doing?
I mean, nah, man, you gotta. That's pretty,
like small talk, right?
Yeah, you gotta make small talk.
Okay, right.
If you see it, in the fruit section or the salad section or something, I don't know. You know what I mean? Ask her what her favorite fruit is. Ask her what she be wearing.
Okay.
You got to make general conversation to relate to the person.
Right. Okay.
I don't think no woman. I mean, some women might like that direct approach, straight off like, damn, I think you fine. But, some other women might just be like, man, this nigga. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay, so like, what if you approach a woman, right, and she's like, ugh, like, how do you react in that situation? You be like, all right, cool. I need to walk away. Yeah. You don't like call her out her name or anything.
Nah, hell no. I don't want to butt hurt about it,
Yeah.
That's not cool. That's not cool. But, I'm definitely like, in my mind, I'm like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say it out loud.
Right. Because I know some girls are like that, where they like just straight to your face, like, ew, get away from me, like, get out my face. Yeah.
And I feel like it's even more of that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it seemed like the trending theme when you pulling up on it, and it's like, man, this dude thirsty, or this dude trying to.
Like that's how men feel. You're saying?
Yeah. Nah, that's how women come off. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
Like, but once again, it goes in the time and place. Like, of course, if you're in a bar in a club and you trying to pull up on a gent, like, it's numbers. It's one woman to probably, 3 dudes there? You know what I mean? So you got to think about how many other dudes then tried to pull up on her in that night.
Oh, so you don't even take that chance?
It depends. You feel me? It depends on how bad you want to take that chance, or how bad the gent look. Because you might just be another number.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a grocery store, you want to win.
That's true.
Unless you got a nigga.
Yeah. But. Okay, so when you said that there's like a lot of confusion in the dating scene, what did you mean by that?
The stages, the milestones.
Like talking and then official and right.
And then we adults now, so it changed. I feel like from when we were teenagers to what talking was. Now it's actually
we still don't know what talking is really. The other day, you said, "What is your definition of dealing with someone?"
Yeah, but in senses, I think you can correlate talking with dating. Adult dating, except I feel like as adults you get the you have more of an understanding than as you would. I
just feel like you're just more mature.
So that like we not really together, you know what I mean, we just dating.
Okay, but then let me ask you this. Like, you seriously talking to someone, right? Y'all not official. Okay?
Oh.
And then she's like, yeah, like, I went on a date with a guy. You're not going to feel no type of way about that? You're not going to say nothing to her?
But we seriously talking, like, you know, some things might have been established at that point in time. You know?
Right. So it's like, then at that point, what's the difference between seriously talking and being in a committed relationship?
Commitment. That's it.
But if, like, y'all aren't talking to any other person besides, like, you know.
It's the title. The commitment.
Right.
You know,
I feel like a lot of, I don't want to, I have a problem doing this. I tend to, like, put all men in one bucket. But I feel like a lot of guys are afraid of that title. Like, just a boyfriend-girlfriend title. Like,
Jade.
yeah.
That's nice.
I found it. It's, I haven't seen it in, like, a decade, and I recently found it. So I'm like, oh, I have to wear it.
Makes me think of that bracelet.
Yeah, you lost it.
But, Tia, you know,
And, like, I mean, since we're talking about, like, the different stages, right? I also feel like not all men, like, I'm not talking about all men.
Okay.
I'm just saying I feel like a lot of guys do have trouble with being upfront with their intentions. So, let's say you meet a girl, right? You either know, okay, I want to pursue her seriously, or I'm just trying to have a good time. I feel like they don't tell you straight up, like, this is what I'm trying to do. They're trying to, like, get around that and, like, oh, I'm kind of feeling you. The whole time in their mind, they're just trying to.
right.
So, like, do you feel that way? Like, when it comes to, like, when you meet a girl and, like, let's say your intentions are just, I feel like I'm asking you personally.
Nah, it's, you know.
But, like, do you have a hard time being upfront with the intentions, or have you, like? All right, I guess don't say nothing that'll get
you know, I think as I've gotten older, you know.
So you're more direct. Like, this is what I'm trying to do.
For the most part.
Okay.
But I'll say honestly, you don't really know, like, you know, like, cause you might see a gent,
Yeah.
and you know, for face value, you know, she, you know, look great,
Right.
delectable, like. I gotta have her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you might want to hurt something.
Yeah, okay.
But it's like you don't really know. You don't know her. You know what I mean? She might be.
Right. Okay, but I'm
That's
saying, like, after, like, you get to know her a little bit, you're just like, all right, nah, she not wifey material, but I'm still trying to. Do you tell her that?
I mean, you know, things could change. You know, like, and I mean, even after, you know, you squabble a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, after you squabble with a little bit, you know, like, it might change your attitude.
What is squabble?
You know, getting a little tussle. Not like
Like arguing?
No, man, no.
Oh, okay. I just never heard that.
You feel me?
Okay. I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. You know. But I think you know that changes things, and that makes people want to change their attitude a little more.
When you're more upfront, you're saying?
Once you know. Yeah.
Once you do that.
No, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Yeah, once you upfront, yeah.
Oh, right. Because I feel like when you're not upfront with your intentions, like you telling a girl, like, yeah, like, I can see this going somewhere. Whole time you're just trying to, you know. Then it's like when you get to that point, the girl's like, I thought you said you could see us going somewhere. And then, like, whole time your intentions was just to, you know. And then that's when feelings get hurt and... You know, but like I said, I understand what you're saying. Like, things can evolve or change over time, so you can't really
because you might go in, like I said, you know, you might go in just wanting to, you know,
right,
just, you know, but
then you're saying after a while you can actually want to, right, okay,
or either or, you know, you might go in to really want to be in a relationship with it, and then
yeah,
it might dumb down to that.
Okay, so do you, when it comes to dating or whatever, like, do you kind of like believe in like the traditional way of doing things when it comes to like pursuing women? Like, I feel like these days, like, I'm not saying all men, okay? I'm just putting that out there. Things have kind of changed over time where, like, back then it was always the men pursuing the women.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
But, like, you're saying you don't want to do that.
I mean, I ain't saying I won't, but if I'm out, once again, grocery shopping.
Okay, I'm not talking about that initial meeting, pursuing, like, you know, you reaching out, let me take you out. Like, you're the one who's always taking initiative, you know?
Hell yeah. You know, man, I actually, man, I went on a date with this gent. I took her out recently, and not recently, but, like, pretty much so recently.
Mm-hmm.
I straight up told her, man, I straight up told her, I was like, you know, on our next date, like, you plan it. Like, this.
You told her that?
Yeah. I'm like, this is where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? You plan it.
Wow, okay.
But the thing about it is, of course, she ain't never do it. So that's number one. But the thing about it is, like, it was free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gave her the idea. Like,
what do you mean free? Like, you were going to still pay for it?
yeah, like it won't even, no, like, the actual event was more so of a time thing. Just, like, spending time. You know, it ain't like ain't like I'm asking you to, you know, take me out to eat or, you know, come
like spend money on right.
Yeah, like, because that's what usually, you know, comes with that. I'm like, man, just take me.
But so why did you want that? Instead of you planning it, why did you want her to plan it?
Cause, man, I done, you know.
And that was y'all's first date, right?
Well, not tech. I mean,
like first official date, I guess. Like y'all hung out.
I mean, yeah. Like I probably took her like 2-3 times before that.
Okay.
Like,
so you're saying for this one, I want you to plan it.
This next one, I'm like, this is where I want to go. Like,
okay,
you planning. Like, I'm running out of ideas. Cause you being, you know. Hold on, I don't want to say that. She might watch this. Like, you know, but it's like, you know, like.
Okay, no, If that was like y'all's third or fourth date.
But it's also like on the back end, it's a little test. Like if you're really interested, you would do it. Because what I'm asking you is next to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like you as a woman saying, like, you know, you taking a dude out or whatever, and you in return saying, just take me to the park. This is a very simple thing I'm asking you to do.
Right.
If you're really interested, you should.
So you did that as a test to see if she was interested.
I mean, no, I really wanted to go with what I asked her, but like kind of, yeah. But then again, like we ain't really, you know,
get anywhere.
Nah, like it was already like things was up front. You know what I'm saying? So we not really like, I wouldn't even call it dating. We like friends, just hanging out.
Right.
So I don't really hold it to too much to it. You know what I mean?
But other than that, but like you do believe that men should do the pursuing?
Nah, I think both ways. You know, I'm a 50-50 type of nigga, or the whatever the balance is. But I think it go both ways. Like, bro, like I don't wanna. If you interested, show it. You know what I mean? Like, text me first, call me first. Like, why I gotta keep blowing your phone up to try to get in front of you? That's not letting me know anything.
No, but what if when you hit her up and she's showing interest though, when y'all do talk and when y'all are out on dates that you ask her out on, she's showing you interest, like, you know, physical touch is there and all that. Shouldn't that tell you that she's interested? Why does she have to?
Well, if you apply for a job and every time you call them, you know, they like, yeah, we like you, but they never call you back. Would you think they interested? They never reach out to you. Would you think they interested? If somebody,
I get what you're saying.
Like if you're not gonna, like, if I have to, and I mean, I feel like that's just, come on, that's like, you know, high school shit. Like if I got to keep reaching out to you first, constantly, every time that we talk, I got to reach out to
okay.
You know.
No, I get that.
Or every time that we go out, I got to initiate it.
Right.
Or I got to pay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So that's a good. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Do you think men should pay for all the dates?
Hell no. Hell no, I don't.
So, like in the beginning stages of when you're pursuing her, you don't think that?
Not in totality. Like, you know, the first one, that's a courteous, sadly, and I'm gonna put a big sadly on there. Hell yeah, but that's societal shit. Cause why? Tell me why women can't pay on the first date. What's the problem?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's the more traditional sense of doing things.
Societal, man. Yeah. But
I mean,
I think, man, see, I don't know, man. Human, the way you throwing that traditional word out there, it ain't law.
It's not, right? But okay. I mean, like...
Okay.
But
like I said, I don't have no problem with it. But it gets to a point where, it's kind of like... Oh, go ahead.
So, okay, if you're not the traditional guy, right? So when you, one day, let's say, get married, right? Do you expect your woman to cook for you?
Yeah.
Why? Why can't you do it?
I will.
So you're saying it's going to be 50-50 for that too?
Yeah. Like,
oh, okay.
I
just want to make sure that. Because I feel like some guys are like, oh, like I expect her to cook clean and all that. But then they're like, oh, I'm not a traditional type of guy. It's like, what are you saying? You are traditional.
I would, I don't think that, I guess in that reference of like dating and relationships, I wouldn't be, you know me, my mama, like.
Yeah, right.
My mama did everything. Like, like I don't think no girl should not. I mean, let me take that back. I believe a woman should take out the trash if you see the trash is overflowing. Just because you're a woman, don't excuse you from taking out.
Okay, right. My mom does that. Yeah. Because
it's one of them things. Like if it was flipped, like if a woman stick to traditional and we flipped it to traditional, and I come home every day and I'm demanding my food. Like, where my food at? Like, these things on some tradition. That's tradition.
Yeah, that's right. Or like the stay at home wife with taking care of the kids.
That's stuff. But no woman want that.
Right. Because some women do.
But they don't want to be. Well, once they get the, I feel like in it, and it's like they get the expecting, the dude get the expecting of it. It's gonna be like.
Yeah. Right. I think this is the way you just go about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I don't know, man. I think there's weaknesses and strengths in relationships. So I think the traditional thing, like, I don't mind wiping no toilets, doing no dishes, like, vacuuming, like cleaning, like this our house. Like, why would I not want to? Just like, man, I know a big thing. We talked about it before. Like, if I have a daughter, if I'm blessed to have a daughter, like, she gonna be cutting grass. Like, like why wouldn't you cut grass? At least know how to. You know what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
But don't sit in the crib like, I ain't cutting that grass. Like, what the fuck you mean you ain't cutting that
Bro,
grass?
That's me. You feel me? If my dad ever looked at me and said that, or my husband.
And it's like,
but I'm not trying to be out here cutting grass. But I get what you're saying though.
But and I feel like, but I'm a tore ACL or something. I can't do it.
Right, okay.
You gonna hire somebody? Like, go cut that grass. You feel me?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Just an example. Exactly. He feel me.
Okay, well, so one last question. Mm-hmm. If you could tell your younger self one thing that you've learned about relationships and dating, what would you tell him?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Like anything that you've learned so far, like in your just experiences, like one thing you could tell him.
Understand where you are in reality when trying to factor in your desires in life.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just came up with that?
Yeah. I lost a lot of, I think, great women due to my desires. You know what I'm saying? And what I wanted elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? And,
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, all right, y'all. That wraps up the first episode of the Side of Kimchi Podcast. Josh, thank you so much for being my first guest. I really appreciate it.
It's all love. I appreciate you having me, man.
So I'll see y'all on the next episode.